Welcome back to our show, Teh Tarik Hour.
Teh Tarik Hour.
Our on air here we got Azreen
That's
and
me.
Ah Kit.
That's him.
Hey, how come I go to introduce?
Huh? Why not? Sometimes we need to change one. Not just change in ourselves, change in our world, change in our perspective. But one thing never change. One thing remains. One thing is always true in Malaysia. Corruption is king.
No, corruptions. No, we cannot say corruption. I help you, you help me. This is what the slogan from our big boss school.
Is that really the slogan?
I help you, you help me.
What's the he said? Cash is king.
Cash is king.
Cash is king, baby. Power is unity.
But I love the words. He said, I help you, you help me. The way they are saying is like, yeah, I tolong you, you tolong me.
But you know who gets no help at all? The people.
No.
The people get nothing.
You know the corruptions, the corruption actually is there is a both way. The rich people and the people who are got power. And like us, we are the
small fry,
small potato. Yeah, we not get any benefits from there.
That's just the way our economy has put in. People with the money will maintain the money and give it to the people who are evil enough or hard enough to really take that power. Whereas the small people, the small potatoes, just want to normal life, will always get stabbed in the back. So why suddenly we talk about this? Well, of course, unless you're living under the rock of Saturn or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is Saturn a planet? I think Saturn is a gas planet, is it?
Oh, whatever.
Or under Mars, in the rock in the Mars. Our favorite DPM, Zahid, is considered free of all his corruption charges. So the recent news is, well...
What do you think?
Well, depending on when this goes up, the news is that Zahid, who was charged under the corruption case of embezzling money under the Akal Budi, Yayasan Akal Budi, which is like his charity thing, in which he used it as a way to get a lot of money where he get bribed for money and everything. The case apparently come out that my man is free because the judge decided he is DNAA. For those you who don't know, is discharge not amounting to acquittal. Basically, that means they decided, the prosecution or the offense team decided not to follow through with the case, but it doesn't mean he's innocent. So my man is free from the corruption, and shortly afterwards, Bong Mokhtar as well was also considered free. I think his charge was also DNAA, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
You know
all these corruption cases
the Zahid. I think because they have the under deal with our current.
Here's the thing.
Okay,
look. I don't want to jump straight into that conclusion because no answers was given yet. Anwar hasn't said anything. The Dewan Rakyat, led by the opposition, wanted to discuss about Zahid's case, but the Speaker of the House said, nope, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the 12th Malaysia Plan. So they haven't talked about it. The Attorney General, the prosecution, have not given the reason why they said they don't want to go with the case. So there's a lot of unanswered question. And in terms of Anwar's play in this, now here's the three perspectives that I've come up with. Okay, the first one being Anwar believes that Zahid is innocent. wow, you don't believe? That seems the very unlikely thing, is it?
Anwar believe.
Well, prosecution under Anwar and everything, the case is he's innocent. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm not saying that's the actual case, but let's just put that out there as the one of the bases lah. Base one. Zahid is innocent. Okay, base 2, which is not really a good thing also, is that Anwar helped Zahid deal with the case lah, so that he become free, right? That's the second, right? Okay, that's the plausible second. Then there's the third one, which I think is by far the worst. Is that Anwar had nothing to do with this, but Zahid has enough power that he goes over Anwar to be able to become free, which undermines Anwar's power and Anwar's ability as a prime minister or as a leader. So which base do you think it is?
Sorry, for my understanding, Anhua need someone, not say need someone lah, because they are not enough the power who form
So
this
that means you were
government.
saying base 2 lah, because like that's the only
Yep.
logical explanation as
They are
to
not
why.
enough the power to form the current governments.
I mean, that's the prevailing thought lah. And I unfortunately have to agree with you in that sense, because like this is a big get for Anwar in the sense that it maintains their unity government, because he doesn't have to worry about the BN running away because Zahid goes to jail.
So because the PM, they want to like stable to form the government. Is this maybe Zahid? I don't care Zahid got corruption or don't corruption. I want to make him as my team.
So that I can maintain power.
Yes, I can maintain power. This is what I thought.
So in the end of the day, corruption is still king, no? Because
Corruption is still
power-
going on.
power is the most important thing. Not the people, not the rule of law, not justice. It's all about power.
Yep.
Oh, so Najib was correct all this time, is it?
Then I very disappointed. We are sending
Well, actually,
my boss
you,
to the.
you are a big Anwar supporter. You always say Anwar reformist and everything. After this, how do you feel about the current administration? Do you think this is a big blow?
Okay, for now, I also because my heart is 50-50.
Really? Yeah.
50-50. Seriously, I want this country to become better, but without the corruption is where what we thinking. All the Malaysian is same thinking
You
also.
do remember that Anwar ran on the platform of clean government.
Yes, the Bersih things, ma. Yeah,
You don't see it.
yeah, but some kind of like now the thing he doing lah right now lah, feel really will disappointed.
So that's the thing. Like, if you choose base 2, which is the fact that Anwar did this in order to maintain power, that is such a big blow to the ideals and foundation of what unity government is.
But
When
you see,
prefer to take one, that the fact that he's innocent.
Okay, you can come back to here. Come back to here.
You don't want to believe Zahid is innocent.
I you see, if let's say the country, our Malaysia country, our country, without who can become a PM? If let's say, even Anwar is like that, and then
Zahid is like that.
Zahid like that,
Muhyiddin is
Muhyiddin,
like that.
like who else can lead our country? This is our concern,
Hadi Awang. Mahathir. You know the only good thing that you would get if Mahathir was the Prime Minister? He probably would die soon now.
I don't want Mahathir become
Prime Minister again.
Prime Minister again. Don't have such this thing lah. 90 years old can become a Prime Minister.
Almost 100, bro. But that's the thing. Now you're talking about
who has you can see who can lead our country. This is the problem.
the lesser evil right now. Is like Anwar is the most lesser evil lah. Your perspective would be right now, is it? Does that mean you should accept the fact that this is just the way it is?
I still put a hope for Anwar to lead our country to go for the better economies
At what
for
cost? At what cost?
Again, the other thing is I'm not believe Anwar can make Malaysia to go back the track with the law and regulation, like even the corruption. You cannot solve the corruption issues.
When you say make Malaysia a better country, what do you mean a better country? Are you talking economically? Are you talking
First thing we are talking like economy
socially?
first. The economy first. I believe
But
the
okay.
ability of Anhua, he really can bring Malaysia for the better economy.
How can you make the assumption that he can really bring economically stable economy
Mm-mm.
when he couldn't even stabilize his own administration?
Okay, the other thing is the ability, his ability impossible to make it lah. This I believe his ability. But the other thing is the corruption thing is still happen, but they are not go to like really what he mentions before he has a prime minister. They'll do a thing and then the clear up the corruption. They are no good to do this thing to our Malaysians.
So you're basically relegating to the fact that this is a necessary evil lah. It's a necessary evil for us to be able to bounce back. Basically, is it?
But if let's say we have a better choice, of course we can got a better choice to for maybe replacements or whatever lah. But for now, are we got a better choice to the better challenge become our?
Are you saying that just because? Are you saying that because you really think that there is literally no viable option, or is it because mainstream media or at least the propaganda has led you to believe that your only choice is this faction?
This is, I don't know.
Like, do you not see a alternative party as a viable choice?
Because the alternative.
The only alternative you're aware of is PN lah. But the thing is, I mean,
for the like, I know the muda and then the young generation, but is it really is very matured enough for them to become the lead to the country?
As I always say, PSM is always there.
I know that the pretty girls, what's the name?
No, but that's muda.
Oh, muda.
Apa? Abby Lim. Abby Lim. He already go back US, I think.
Really?
No, I think she went US for something lah. I don't know.
How you away?
IG lah, bro. Instagram lah. What else? But yes, we saw Muda's terrible performance. But I would give credit to Sheikh Sadiq lah. He really actually stand up against unity government, and he left unity government. Like, he's part of opposition now. He left the Anwar's team, which is, I am surprised for him to do that because I would assume that in order to maintain power, he would just stay in the unity government lo.
With Kylie?
Huh?
Kylie?
KJ
Oh, KJ. Our DJ.
KJ is smart. He's not gonna say anything yet.
The DJ.
He will play the line first. He needs to see who's the winning team first. He's a smart guy, that one. Sheikh Sadiq, I don't know how effective it is for him to leave the unity government now, but at least he has a backbone lah to say that. But it's just, I feel like we are back in a cycle, whether we like it or not. The old government, the new government is look like the old government.
I think the old government. This is what I want to say also. What the point we send our boss school to prison?
That's the problem, man.
Let him out.
Once you there you see. This is what I hate the most. Like when we come to that point, it's like, why bother? Let's let everyone do their thing. Then we will come back to the same issues, structural, systematic issues that we come to know. You will see like unbalanced benefit towards certain races, and then within those races, only a certain class get to enjoy those benefits, and then the rest of the working class, the normal people, will just get stabbed in the back again. And then you will always be in that loop unless you have cable or the right people or you have the right connection. There's no way for you to actually survive in this country.
I think this won't easily to solve this problem. Even I think it's a lot of beside of Malaysia, a lot of a corruption country also. We cannot have a very clean government, especially in Southeast Asia. You can see our neighbors like Indonesia and all the country also very corruption.
I mean, But
why, if let's say really want to clean up the corruption, is have a very tough guy. I think Anwar is not the guy.
after all that movie, this guy did want to change the country.
because
In
this-
the end, he's not there,
the tough guy really haven't come out yet. I don't know.
I don't think he will ever come out, lah. Now, once he's the prime minister, he has to concede to certain things, like helping. Maybe allegedly, we don't know yet for sure. Maybe he really believes Zahid is innocent.
Do you think Zahid is innocent? This is it's like a joke. Who make the joke?
Who else still believes that Zahid is innocent? I think
You ask all the Malaysian people.
I guess.
The Malaysian, you say the Zahid is innocent?
Yeah, he's a good guy, He really do a lot of charity.
Corporate companies, those corporate companies, their image is so nice.
They do the new image for him. It's depressing, lah, to say the least. To see the fact that this thing come again. Because unfortunately, Zahid still has power in BN in UMNO, lah. He can really pull his weight around to enough to say that if he gets jail, then the support of the BN will go away for the unity government. And that is enough to sway the votes of the people in the unity government.
Okay, initially, what you expect our not new government, our current governments, what your expectations? After 1 year, initially, what's your expectation for this government to change?
If I'm being hopeful, my optimistic side was that, being clean is at the very least the basis of it. The fact that people who are charged with corruption cases should not be in political position, should not be in leadership role. Zahid should not have been a DPM if he has a corruption case ongoing. Okay, that should be the norm. Even Sheikh Sadiq, if he's being on trial for corruption, he should not be in position of power. Okay, or at least he's charged or being caught lah. So that's my optimistic view. And then Anwar can do what he do best, which is focus on the finance side of things lah, and then really try to bring back the economy, which what everyone wants lah. But realistically, and something that I've said in the beginning, once the unity government was formed, was the fact that some people, corruption cases will go away after they become part of the government lah. This is cannot run away one. Even if it's Anwar, even if it's Muhyiddin, I tell you, Muhyiddin, if he comes to power, suddenly all his corruption case also gone. Okay? For sure, one. This is just the way the government rolls, man. This is just the way the people roll. Because the point is not about being a good government worker or servant of the people. The point is to maintain power with politicians. It's not about the people anymore. It's about maintaining power.
Okay, if let's say,
because if that's the case, right, if maintaining power is never an issue, you wouldn't care about keeping Zahid there. You would say, oh, he's corrupt, he's guilty, go do your time.
Do you think, because the current government, they have a 5 years time to be a government, do you think after 5 years, Zahid will be charged again the corruptions? Maybe they want to make him as a they want to stable the power of the government.
As far as I know, I don't think he can be charged for the one that's already DNA. I if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this. The charges can no longer be applied lah. There has to be something new, which maybe that could happen. Given our current situation, this might happen again. Who knows? But as far as I can tell, this current corruption case, book closed already. Cannot say anything.
Or maybe PM want to give Zahid as a chance.
But to change a new guy.
To change as become a good man. But wrong is still a wrong.
We give that to Zahid, but not for Mahathir.
No, our boss school.
For school also. It's okay, man. We 2.6 billion. Nah, it's okay. Small potato. 100 million or 10 million, small potato. But a person who was caught stealing 20 ringgit, well, we need to punish him to the complete extent of the law.
Actually, the punishment is not. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give the other scenario lah. If a kid stolen a 5 ringgit from your house or whatever, but he do a replacement in the next day, do you think the kids will get the punishments? Maybe tomorrow the kids give back the 5 ringgit on your table. Is the kids to get the punishment? Because yesterday this kid had stolen the 5 ringgit money.
This is the thing. There are layers you need to consider about the punishment and the crime. Okay? First of all, why did he choose to steal that 5 ringgit? Is he using it to pay off police, is it?
No, the 5 ringgit actually, maybe he's I wanted this 5 ringgit is because I'm just for fun or gravy.
Just for fun, Just for fun,
No fun. Maybe I just take the 5 ringgit. I don't know whatever the motivations.
No, but you need to see the reason why.
That I put back. No, the question is I put back the 5 ringgit tomorrow. This is he to get the punishment.
What kind of punishment are we talking already?
But this guy has already stolen the 5 ringgit, but he put back the 5 ringgit. Is it okay for you? I asked you the questions lah. I put back the 5 ringgit in this pool.
I don't understand what's the process that you want to bring out here, because this person stole something.
Yes.
You need to tell this person that you shouldn't.
You put back the 5 ringgit back to this pool, and then you are no punish.
So it's like what, punishment gone lah? You basically
you put back the money here.
Cancel the thing, right?
But because this pool need the money mah. The pool here, because you stolen the 5 ringgit already. You already stolen. But after tomorrow, I put back the 5 ringgit. I don't care whatever reason you say. I need the money for my.
Well, I mean, the thing is, once you put back the money, right?
Is there all the punishment is gone?
The punishment shouldn't be severe. Like if you take the money and never give it back, of course the punishment will be more severe. If you take the money and you put it back, you still need to be taught at least the fact that what you done is a crime. Because you stole something. Regardless of the fact that you put it back, you stole something. We need to tell it, okay, look, you did something wrong. You should understand that it's not right for you to take something and take away from people without permission. Even if you put it back afterwards, you still already done that part that is wrong already, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's not like you put it back, suddenly the crime disappear already.
But
right?
if let's say for this kid, if let's say I get punishment, I put back the 5 ringgit, I get a punishment. I not put back the money, also got a punishment. Then I rather.
The thing is, what is the punishment? You cannot say I get punished for either way. If you tell me I take the money and I put it back, my punishment, I get slapped. Of course, I would say, why I bother give back the 5 ringgit, right? But if I take the money and give it back, and the punishment is the guy say, don't tell me lecture lah, just lecture only. What's so wrong with that?
Yeah, because I put back the 5 ringgit.
The level of punishment needs to make sense, okay? So if I take the money and I give it back, and my crime is just, my punishment is a lecture, that is, I think, reasonable. But if I take the money and I never give it back, and my punishment is a slap in the face, that is reasonable, isn't it? The idea is that whether or not you rehabilitate the person, you teach the person to understand what you done is not right. Okay?
Yes.
So
correct.
The idea with crime and prison, everything, is all about rehabilitation to make sure that you don't do it again.
Yes.
And the punishment needs to reflect what the crime is. I mean, if we're talking about crime and law and punishment, it's there varying degrees. You can't just say one answer is the simple answer.
Because we have a judge also, ma. I'm not saying I'm simply going to slap you. Yes, correct or not? The judge is there. But for my view, you put back the money, the 5 ringgit in the pool. If everyone put back the money in the same pool, I encourage people to put back the money to the pool. Then the pool got the money to generate more things. Because this pool is not your pool. It's everyone, My boss school take already, or who else take already. But everyone put back the
how
pool
can
first.
you compare that to someone who stole billions? How can you compare that to someone who stole millions? 5 ringgit, yes, for a kid maybe a big amount. But for a country, are you going to really miss that 5 ringgit?
It's not firing it now, of course. For this
So
scenario.
that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the varying degrees of the crime that's committed.
So
If Zahid stole 10 ringgit from the charity and he goes to jail for that, of course I always say that's kind of stupid, okay? That's dumb. But he didn't stole 10 ringgit, he stole millions. Allegedly. Najib didn't stole 10 ringgit, he stole billions. Well, not allegedly lah, it's really millions. So, you need to see the crime for it, okay? And you have to see the person reaction to it. If the kid who stole the 5 ringgit and put it back and says, okay, I realize what I did is wrong lah. Okay, I won't do it again. We should have focus on leniency in that aspect. If the kid take the money and 5 ringgit and say, you know what, I'll do it again lah. Of course, that's not a good thing.
No, my concern actually, you have to put back the money.
But you can't just look at the end
the
goal.
punishment. Yes, the punishment is there, but of course, the charge. I'm not saying that absolutely the government is done it wrong or right now. Is the judges who are do the punishment. You have to let the judges to do the punishment. If let's say the kids to put the 5 ringgit back to the pool.
Of course, the idea is that the person that laying the punishment or doing
But the person, we know this person already stolen the money, 5 ringgit. You have to put back the pool first. Whatever reason.
Of course, that's ultimately the outcome lah that you want. The best outcome, that the money that was stolen was put back.
Yep.
How?
But this is the first thing, the first step. I mean, the step one. Everyone stolen the money, the pool money, have to get back to the pool. This is the first step. Second step is the judge.
No, I mean, no. I don't think like it doesn't have to be one or the other first. Both can be at the same time. You can be charged and then need to do your punishment while also being paying back. That's why when with Rosma, her charges is that, and with
but this one is
she was sentenced to jail time, and also she needs to pay the amount that she committed lah for the things that she did. That's Rosma case.
But you seriously you see Najib and not say Najib lah, the boss, my boss school. Seriously, he in the jail is very in the prison is very suffer. Not really what. Enjoy the beer and enjoy the life.
What do you mean? He's very artistic. He do poem already. You know?
You can see his Facebook, everything's social media posting
a lot of things also.
Yeah. Is it really? In the mainstream media is mentioned. The Najib is what lah. You getting how many the punishment or whatever lah.
I mean that's
the end. I don't think he will get very serious punish or something.
I mean that's the problem with our current society today and the landscape that we're in. The fact that if you're a rich and powerful person, your punishments are a lot lenient compared to someone who stole a pack of Milo. A person stole a pack of Milo, gets jail time, and didn't get any help or anything like that.
So the scenario is giving us as like the rich people, can escape for the law and regulation. I mean the law.
I wonder why.
Then the poor people we live in a law and regulation, a more string law and regulation. Even you're stealing 5 ringgit things, it's very serious. You want to potong your
cut your hand.
cut your hand. But you 5 billion you stolen, doesn't matter. You just escape 5 billion.
I mean that shouldn't be the case lah.
5 ringgit is very important, but 5 billion is a small case.
Well, 5 ringgit.
5 ringgit is very important, you know. It can buy a meal, but 5 billion is just a number. It doesn't matter.
I mean, that's perspective lah. When in fact that 5 billion could help a lot more Malaysian than a 5 ringgit. Yes, 5 ringgit can help one person. 5 billion, how many more people could you help?
No, my
I understand your perspective saying that, like, people don't see that. People just see 5 billion. It's just a number, so they don't really feel the impact of it.
No. My concern actually is 5 billion. The people cannot get the punish, but the 5 ringgit people get the punish. You not right
I
now.
mean, yeah, of course, that's the thing.
Like me, you go and steal the.
But the thing is, like, if you're capable of stealing 5 billion, that means you have a lot more power, lah. But also, it's who you steal it from. Okay, let's be real. Okay, let's be 100% real. If Najib stole that 5 billion from, like, I don't know,
from Maybank,
from Genting people, or for, like, what's his name, Vincent Tan, you think they will let him go, man? You think Vincent Tan, if he still
no. If Vincent Tan still want to do a business or still a listed company in Malaysia,
no.
It's easily to let him go.
If you steal 5 billion from a very wealthy from the rich, they have enough power to prosecute you completely.
You cannot compare. If let's say Bosco steal the money from Mr. Lee, our neighbor Singapore label, then got the issues there.
No. I think if
they got the steal Vincent Tan, I think. Oh, Vincent Tan said, 5 billion. Okay lah, I'm still.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think if you steal from Vincent Tan 5 billion, he's gonna say, like, well, you better give me something back in return, or not. Something will happen. He has power to prosecute. You tell me he won't be able to hire lawyers to attack Najib? You don't think Vincent Tan enough money to attack him?
But he still want to live in Malaysia, Vincent Tan. If let's say,
but he doesn't have to live in Malaysia. That's the thing, right? So he can still do what he want to in order to get justice, or the justice that he deserves, lah.
But you stay in Vincent Tan stay in this piece of land is mine, Malaysia.
Who is Malaysia? Is Najib Malaysia?
Najib land.
Najib land. But if Vincent Tan is enough money to overthrow you, how? Is it still your land?
That one is the other questions lah.
But that is part of the equation, isn't it? He still has that power to do that. Now, if you stole 5 billion from the rakyat, what can rakyat do? Vote, right? But rakyat don't want to vote anymore. Then how? No power, lor. That's why he can get away scot-free. That is the difference between the current the social class that we have, between those in power and those without power, lor. We like to think that we have power to prosecute Najib, but in the end of the day, he's still quite happy. That guy, yeah, he can say in his poem, "Oh, I'm a solitude in the prison." How the hell can you say that when you still can go online? What the hell? Bullshit. But you tell me, if he stole that from Vincent Tan, you don't think Vincent Tan will cow make sure he suffer, man? I'm sure he can.
Fight lah.
Billionaire fight. Elon Musk, like Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
I think both of them will be fight. But for us, how we gonna fight?
That shouldn't be the case, though.
But for our normal people like us, how we gonna fight with
the idea is that
the big wheel?
You protest.
Big wheel can fight with big wheel, man. When you just have,
that's the thing. We've been taught that we have no power. Tyler, he's just one man.
We are 1,000 ikan bilis, is it? No, 1,000, a billion.
We're millions, bro.
Billion ikan bilis.
Millions, man. We are millions, man. He's just one man. We are millions. But why is it that we are led to believe we have no
we
power?
already won, man. But the punishment is not there, man.
Did we? Did we win? Did we really win?
We won the
only the spiritual war. In face value only, we just won in face value. The real battle not won. Very depressing. Whenever we talk about politics, it just shows to uncover how unfair the system is, basically. But again, like, at the end of the day, this Zahid thing, it just goes to show that even with Anwar, the reformist man, not much has changed, really. Don't know, maybe you feel differently. For me, it's like, it's expected when Anwar conceded to Zahid and BN as part of the unity government, this was bound to happen. And I didn't want it to happen. I was hoping that I was wrong. But, it is what it is.
But can say is no such government is perfect.
No, but the thing is, it's more like we need
to... We want to... Yeah, the first thing is we want to clear the corruption. Actually, the corruption is very... it's a block. It's a this is blocking for our country to go further and move forward. This is a corruption. Actually, is very big issues. But if let's say no government, no party can solve this problem, our country will not going more forward.
It's just that no big party is willing to do the change because it's about power. Lor.
I think every party, the politician also want to make their own self. To make their own self money.
That's true. Politician, at the end of the day, is they want to get something there. La.
Yeah.
It's just the facts of life lah. When you become a politician. So when we want to become politician, cannot, right? We talk too many shit already. Like if we go to politician, people will see, these two definitely need to go jail first. Even though if we say like, we apologize for our thing.
You sacrifice yourself for people. Who got this? The only heroes we see a lot of comic. Only comic we can do
that's
that.
why it's a comic, lor. Well, we don't know how this is going to happen. How this will affect the government moving forward. But I just want to air out my dissatisfaction of the result lah, basically. I think we can end it on that. If you enjoyed this little short episode on corruption, do
you have something to talk?
All I want to talk is talk shit about the current government lah. But I think I've done enough of that. Who knows what will happen next? I do feel like it's gonna make things worse, personally.
Yesterday is Malaysia Days. Do you think? For sure lah, Malaysia will going better and better lah.
Really? I don't know. I do think it's getting worse lah.
you see, we in this era, especially this area, you see a lot happen is like China and Taiwan, and then the US. You see, so messy. The world is so messy, right?
And ours is messy as well. What?
We are still okay. What? We are still in the same Malaysia. And live in Malaysia.
Okay.
If let's say compare with those countries so messy, and then don't know. I feel like got the gratitude.
I'm not saying we can't be grateful for what we have, but it doesn't mean we have to be complacent with the wrongs that are happening in our country. You still have to be aware of the things that of the power that take advantage of you. Just because you are happy now doesn't mean you should accept any wrongdoings on other people. If there's someone's mistreated wrongly, we need to be able to speak up for them. At least that's what I believe lah. So throw all these corrupt people in jail. Never gonna happen lah. But
90%, I think 99% who are the politic peoples who also got related with the corruption. So 99%. No, only 1%.
Where your stats, bro? Trust me, bro. Well, it remains to be seen how this will go forward lah. But we'll end it on that for this episode. Thank you for listening to us complain. If you like our complaint, as always, do like, share, subscribe. Give us your comments. What do you think about the outcome for Zahid? Do you believe with it? Do you disagree?
Or you have any idea to change Malaysia to become a more clear government, no corruption, without the corruption? Who should we vote
next time? Who do you think we should vote on the next generation?
Without corruption, make Malaysia more clear.
As if that could happen lah. I give up on that already.
God.
Clean government, as if. Alright, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.